I gotta be honest. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. You, whoever's listening to this, is bigger than you and it's bigger than me. How do I know that? Well, there's a few simple facts, right? This place was here before us. This place is going to be here after us. And when I'm talking about this place, I mean this world, this universe, this total existence of whatever we believe this thing to be. Whether you call it space, whether you call it earth, whatever you believe this place to be, it's bigger than us here. We are just a part of it, right? And I don't want to say just a part like it's a small thing, because it's a major thing. We're a major part of it. We're a major part of it. If you can backdate, right, you can go through history, you'll see the transformation. You'll see the come up of humanity, right? So with that being said, if we know it's bigger than us, yet we know we're a part of it, it's our duty. It's our duty. It's our duty to be the best versions of ourselves here. Nothing's by chance. There's no coincidence. We weren't created just to take up space here. We were created for a divine reason, and that divine reason, man, I don't want to overwhelm anybody, or I don't want to blow anybody's circuits, but our total existence is to evolve. It's to help everything around us evolve. We've come a long way. And yet still so far to go. I was meditating, I was praying, I was wishing, I was listening. And then I spoke. I asked Source. I said, Source, I've done a lot here. And I know that we're in no competition with anybody. It's self versus self here. And I'm happy with the self that I am right now in this current moment. I'm happy with the results that self has created. I'm happy with the version of self that you have created me to believe I am. But I want to do more. I believe I'm more. I believe I'm bigger. And not to say that anything else is small, or what anybody else is doing around me is small, but for me, I believe I'm bigger. So Source, help me to play bigger. Please help me. Don't even help me. Push me. Put me where I'm supposed to be. And after I got done listening, after I got done speaking and praying, I was actually in the tub when I was doing this, man, just, soaking my body. My phone rang. There was a 702 area code, which is a West Coast number, right? I think it was Vegas. I believe it's Vegas. And I usually don't answer numbers I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I got this thing on my phone where it silences unknown callers. But for some reason, that call didn't get silent. So I looked at it. I'll be real. The natural response for me is to let it go. I don't know it. But something told me to dial the number back. And I immediately dialed the number back. And it was a guy that I met at a church a few years ago at a brunch. This guy's name was Nate. Nate was a licensed life insurance agent. And at the time when I met him, he was in a company where, everybody, when you're working, you want to tell everybody what you're working about. So at this brunching, we were all explaining our businesses, what we're doing and how we can help each other. And at the time, I had my hands full, man. I'm not going to say so. A lot of people have stories about, oh yeah, I was struggling, I was failing, I was doing this. No, I was at that moment, I was good. I was centered. I was in touch with the Creator. I wasn't looking for anything else. The Creator gave me everything I needed. It taught me the skill sets that I needed to sustain myself and sustain my family. So I wasn't looking for an opportunity. I wasn't looking to make more money. If anything, I was looking for more peace and more tranquility at that time. And to reflect, I kind of was only focused on me, which was probably needed at that time. But at this time, it wasn't about me. It wasn't about me at all. It was about everything around me, because nothing here is here's what I got to say. Nothing here is happening to you. It's all happening for you. And for me, I realized that. So when I called back and I heard Nate's voice, I immediately knew what time it was. I knew what I was supposed to do. I knew what Source wanted me to do. I knew where I was going to go. I knew where I had to go. And so without even, letting Nate finish his conversation, he was, hey man, he didn't even know who I was. He was just dialing a number in his phone. He said he called me a few times in the past and my number was off. I've had the same number for years, but he said he called me and my number wasn't working, right? So by then I knew it was designed. So I told him, I said, Nate, look, there's no coincidence. There's no chance. We realigned and reconnected for a purpose. And Nate proceeded to tell me that he had spoke to his source. He had spoke to his God. He had asked God to provide him, to put him where he's supposed to be. And he dialed my number. So off the rip, if you're not a believer, then man, I can't help you, because it's definitely bigger than us. Like, we do not control everything here. There's something definitely bigger than us that's controlling all of this. And for us, it was destined. This moment was destined. So Source said, you know what? I'm going to align you with the perfect person who can help lead you and guide you, so that in return you can do the same for the people. So here I am, no experience in this industry, right? I said I was going to do this years and years ago. Yeah, I'm going to get my insurance license just so I can understand better, so I can help my family and protect my family. And you know, for me, I'm a person about being in the knowing. I don't want to hire a lawyer. I want to pay somebody to know some information that I can know on my own. I'd rather learn the information on my own so that I got it. So then when my kids are looking for the information, when my grandkids or my nieces or nephews or cousins or mom, brother, anybody is looking for the information, we don't have to be sold, right? We know what's up. So for me, this was just timing. I'm like, okay, Source wants me to really figure this out, because there's a lot of things that's not going our way right now, right? Even though life is divine and every moment is precious and I appreciate all of it, things aren't going our way right now. We got things like COVID, right? COVID's taking out all of our people, was contributing to the taking out of our people. There's other illnesses that has played its part, you know, way before COVID, but COVID is a contributor. And for me, it's like, yo, what bigger wake-up call do you need than the fact that your people are leaving here and nobody's prepared? First off, your people are leaving here and nobody's prepared. But secondly, your people are leaving here and they're not leaving anything for anybody after them. Yo, I saw something on the internet, and it said the net worth of black families is about $17,000. The net worth of a family is about $17,000. So that means their whole existence working here, building themselves up, working, whether it be for other companies or for themselves, they're only worth about $17,000. Now you tell me, how long can $17,000 last you or your family? Or better yet, when you leave, how long will $17,000 hold your family down? Now, I hope you get in the picture, man, because it's bigger than me, it's bigger than you. It's bigger than now. Even though now is the most litest part about life, like right now, because every moment is now. We're in the continuous now, but eventually your now is going to run out. And then we're in the laters. We're in the next, right? The next stage. You pass on, we pass on. But what happens after we pass on? Nobody's talking about it. Everybody's scared of it. Everybody's, oh, death, I don't want to die. Everybody's running from it like it isn't going to happen, like it isn't destiny. So instead of running from it, we need to be running to it. Not to be, you know, wallowing in our fears, in our doubts, in our sadness, but in preparation. So all in all, man, Source told me, look, I'm going to prepare you to help others get prepared. I've given you all the tools. I've given you the strength. I've showed you how to make money. And let's be real, the hardest problem isn't making money. It's keeping it. It's keeping it. I know tons of families that have touched millions, but if you look at them, you couldn't tell because they spent it all throughout their whole lifetime. I believe that every family has at least touched $1 million in 40, 60 years of living. If you're a working family, right? If you've been working this whole time. But it's all about what you do with the money. It's all about what you do with it. Now, I know you guys have heard from me before, and I teach people about Forex. I teach people about cryptocurrency. I teach people about so many ways to generate income on the internet, make money. And that's all good. Don't get me wrong. I love the notes. I love the promissory notes. I love the crypto coins. I love all of that stuff because it's liberating. It's fun to generate, right? Generate income. But what's not fun is after it's done, when it's all said and done, there's nothing left for your family. There's nothing left. You die, it dies with you. That ain't the way it's supposed to go. That ain't the way it's supposed to go. And with that being said, it's a duty of mine now. It's a duty of mine. It's a duty of mine to help each and every family that I possibly can my whole time while I'm here to set themselves up the right way, to change the narrative, to change their generational curses, to remove them. Because the truth is, you can invest $3 a day. Something as little as $3 a day can change your family forever. Now, how many things do you think you spend unconsciously on every single day? How many times have you bought a Coca-Cola bottle or a Smart Water bottle or them cigarettes you shouldn't be smoking? Or let's take it even deeper. I don't even want to talk about the drugs because habits are habits and they can change at any moment. So we won't point anybody out, but you know what you spend money on every day, that if you knew the power of substitution and putting your money somewhere where it would grow, if you knew this, there's no doubt in my mind, you would be initiating the plan. You would be initiating like there's no other. Like your $3 would mean so much more to you if you knew that at the end of your time, when your time comes, which it all comes for all of us, we don't know when it's going to happen, but when that time comes, if you knew that $3 a day, $5 a day, whatever that number equates to in the end, that number would be able to save your family, would be able to hold your family down, would be able to pass on to your children and your grandchildren. Because here's what got me. I looked up, I'm like, yo, I'm self-made, but damn, it would have been lit if somebody would have gave me a starting balance. If somebody would have left something for me to start off with, if I didn't have to start off at ground zero, really in a hole. Because, they get you in school. If you go to, I went to a private school in college prep. So, you go to those schools, you start off in debt off the rip. Everybody starts off at zero. We're all born with a zero balance. We don't owe anybody. So you get the credit cards, so you get the bank loans, right? So you get those things that put you in debt. You get the student loans and other things that put you in debt. We're all at zero. We're all equal. But for many of us, we don't have the right resources, the right information, the right leadership, right? The right people in front of us showing us the right way to increase that balance. It goes deeper and deeper into the negatives for many of us. We all start off the game in debt. For most of us, I don't say all, but many of us. It's time to change it, yo. It's time to change the narrative. And me just sitting here speaking this, I'm sitting outside. It's beautiful outside, man. I gotta be grateful because my life is good. My life is great. It's by design. But you know what really makes me feel good and feel great? When the rest of the world feels good and feels great. Because when you walk out your door, right, your sanctuary, your place of total control, you go into a world that is mad. Let's be real. It's on fire. And it's hard to look past it. It's hard to continue to be in your great mood. Oh, I'm good. I'm almighty. I'm feeling purposeful and all that. When you see somebody on the street struggling or somebody in your family struggling, so it's hard to oversee that. And that's what I mean by it's bigger than you, it's bigger than me. We all got a role to play, whether it be by initiating the change, the difference, or being the difference, right? Showing people, leading by example. And that's what I plan to do. And that's what I hope, if you're listening to this, I hope you're down to do. Lead by example. Lead by example. I'm not asking you to change who you are. I'm just asking you to change how you think. Because that's where it really starts, in the mind. And once you change how you think, everything else will change around you. So with that being said, man, my mission, your mission, our mission is to change the narrative of the wealth situation here. One thing we know is we live and die. Let's not make this whole point of existence pointless. Let's not. If you look at it, if you go to the graves, man, you'll see it. So many stories aren't told. What they do tell is when you're born, there's a dash, and then when you die. What's crazy is what we're in right now. Yo, we're in the dash. We're all in the dash. If you're listening to this, you're alive. We're in the dash right now. But when the dash is over, it's just an end date. So nobody knows about anything we did in the dash. Nobody. There may be stories told about a select few. There may be books written, right? But nobody really knows about the dash. That's why it's so important right now. That's why the now is so important, because we're in the dash. We're in it. We're in the marathon right now. We're running it. Everything we do matters. Every dollar you spend matters. Every dollar you equate matters. It all matters. Everything here matters. Nothing is pointless. Everything is purposeful. And I hope that you're ready to change the narrative. I hope that you're ready to set your family up for success. I hope that you're ready to set your family up for wealth. I hope that you're ready to eliminate the worry in your family about the tomorrows that we don't know, but we're hopeful that they're going to come. I hope you're ready to change the narrative. And if you are, then it's time to align. So with that being said, man, I'm sitting outside this gym. I need to go get in there. I need to go put in this work for the day. I hope you do something with your day today, right now. If you haven't done anything in the past, if you have been down on yourself, if you've been doubting yourself, I hope you're choosing right now to make that change. I hope you're choosing right now to be the initiating factor in your family and your life and your future, which we don't know when it's coming because we're living constantly in the now. But I hope that you make that decision now. It all starts now. I love you. It's your boy Suess Villano, better known as Jamar Johnson. And I see you at the top because the bottom's way too crowded. Peace.
I got some. I got some.